Hi everybody, Jesse, Schoolcraft Family Farmstead again. And we had a property owner call, well, Uncle Larry had a property owner call him earlier this week where we've baled hay last couple of years and asked if we wanted to come bale one more time. If not, they're gonna bush hog it. So here we go. Not using the John Deere. It had the spring break on the knotters. Probably a couple months ago, I'd say. And luckily enough, Uncle Larry was driving past scrapyard over on 252 east of town, where we usually take our scrap metal. And we'll look over, or he looked over, there's a square baler, John Deere 24T. That's the same model he has. So he pulled in there. He was hauling some scrap there anyway, and asked if he could rob a few parts off of it. And I think he got everything he needed for, I think, $5. Got a whole new knotter assembly off of that baler, and got it put together, but we didn't want to take it all the way up there to test it out. We'll do it here next spring. And he's had this New Holland, what is this, a 315, I think? Yeah, 315. He's had it for I think a couple of years now, and then he got that John Deere, but I think he's already got this New Holland sold to our cousins down the road. But we know it works well. After the John Deere broke that spring, we got this one out and finished up with it. It baled, I think, a little over 400 bales. He baled 400 with that John Deere, and then the spring broke. Then he finished with this New Holland, and it was down there at our cousin's house, and they liked it so much they want to buy it. So once we make sure we got the John Deere squared away, I think this baby here is sold. But we're gonna go just bale 75 bales for a frequent customer of ours up in Centerton, and then he's gonna finish up with round bales. He's getting ready to head up there right now, and I'll follow him up with the square baler. And something else, this was funny. I got here this morning, I felt something in my back pocket. You ever had this happen? I was like, man, what is that? Found $20 in my pocket. Had no idea it was there. Don't you love when you just get in your, put your pants on and then you find money? It feels like you've just found it for the first time. In reality, that's not the case, but I had no idea it was there. So I'm gonna act like I've just found it for the first time. And act like I just gained $20. What a great start to the day. Well, Uncle Larry's heading to the field with the round baler. I'll be catching up with him shortly. Such a nice day. I know I feel like I comment on that on just about every video. Weather's beautiful today, a little chilly. But I'll be catching up with him here shortly in the big truck on the way up to Centerton. We'll be cutting right through town. Well, I think I choked it up. Uncle Larry told me to go in B1 on the 4430, and I wondered if it'd be a little too fast. Some areas it was okay, like the thin stuff where it's not too heavy, it was okay. But I got into a heavy patch here and choked it up. But I think I got it all pulled out, or enough pulled out to where it'll go again. So we should be okay. All right, I think we're all good. Well, it might be hard to see through the dirty back window, but we'll give it a shot. Turn the PTO on. Yeah, looks good. So, away we go again. Only making 75 bales. Not gonna go in B1 through this stuff anyway. Maybe through the thin stuff like I mentioned, but not here. Because I pulled a lot out right there. But we're good to go again. only making 75 bales, like I already said, and I think the meter showed 47 so far. All right, we made our 75 square bales. The guy just down the road, he's gonna come pick them up out of the field, so that's really handy. Just choked the New Holland up once, but like I said, I knew I was going too fast, and once I slowed it down, it was just fine. So, should be the last square bales for the season. And Uncle Larry's over there finishing it up in round bales, laying down some grass eggs. He barely got a hold of that one. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he didn't drop it. Hay trailer sure is nice. I think he's had this thing for around 10 years now or so, if I remember correctly. I don't even remember the brand of it. What is the brand of it? Let's see. Oh, Easy Hay Hauler. That's right. Haytrailer.com. That's creative. At least it's easy to remember. So this is all hay. This is probably all first cutting hay. There might be some second cut. Maybe he sold out of the first cut. I can't remember. So maybe this is some second cut. Kind of looks like it might be to me, second cut. From probably back in July, early August, if I was to guess. But this is the third load he's hauled today. Actually, I stand corrected. This is actually the fifth load he's hauled today. But the third load that he has sold. The first load were these little oddball 5x4 bales. He usually doesn't make these, but there's a guy that we bale for whose tractor can only handle the 5x4s. He's a property owner. We bale at his place. And Uncle Larry thought he was keeping this hay. And then the guy told him, I'm not ready for hay yet. So we ended up with him. That's okay. We've sold all but 4 of them. There's the 4th one right over there. And usually he does, the smallest he does are 5x5s. And then the big ones, the 5x6s right back there. Those are the first two loads he hauled today. That's what we baled, or what he baled. Uncle Larry baled up in Centerton yesterday. I meant to get some video, and I got too busy, and he wanted me to bring the tractor and the hay mower home. So he brought those 2 loads of the big bales home, and then, like I said, he hauled 1 load of these little 5x4s, and then this is his second load of 5x5s. This is going down toward Paragon. You can see, you can hardly see because the sun's so bright. It sure is a nice day, though. There's not a cloud in the sky anywhere around here. Not a cloud in the sky, completely blue. It'd be a beautiful evening to go flying. That's something else I need to do. I haven't been flying in probably a year and a half, but I'm due for my flight review that I have to do every 2 years. So hopefully I can get that taken care of and get up in the air again. But anyway, I was talking about this hay trailer, sorry. Squirrel! Anyway, this hay trailer, you probably might have seen them before, but you can pull this pin out right here, and then pull the rod out all the way around until it's 90 degrees with the trailer, and then the whole trailer will tilt over to the right and dump all 6 bales. It can haul 6 bales that are 5 feet wide, and then 8 bales that are 4 feet wide. But the minimum width his baler can do is 5 feet. It's a John Deere 569. So it dumps all 6 at the same time, so that's super handy in order to unload the hay. But let's see, yeah, this is the last bale right here that he's getting ready to put on the trailer. Excuse me. You can't tell, I've got a little bit of a cold. It's going around everywhere, especially teaching at a middle school. We seem to get sick a little more often, especially in the fall and winter time. There it is. Another full load heading out. Let's see, that'll be, I believe, 450 bucks worth of hay right there. 75 bucks a bale delivered down to Paragon. Pretty good money. And away he goes. Well, I may have given you false information when I said earlier that this was the last of the hay baling for the year. Turns out that, and I didn't realize this, I thought the other day I came up here and I looked over, man, I said, man, that got a bug in my face. Man, that pasture looks awfully short. It looks like it had been mowed. Oh, I went too far. Oh, now I got the sun in my eyes. Back there behind me. Now let me turn back around. Whew. Anyway, and I didn't realize that Uncle Larry had mowed it. I mean, it's not very tall, but after doing all the recent work to the John Deere, the old John Deere square baler, he wanted to test it out. So he went ahead and mowed it and is gonna test out his repairs to the knotters and that spring that he had to get from the junkyard. And I'm assuming he's gonna do that early this week. I think the next chance of rain might be Wednesday or Thursday, if I remember correctly. So that's all for this video, and just about all for the hay baling for this year. You can see, there we go. There's some of the round bales, most of what he has left right there. He already sold most of it that he's baled this year, and I'm sure it won't take long before we've got all that sold. So if you would, please like and subscribe, and hope you liked my new video that I put up about shelling corn. Got that done. I just asked Uncle Larry, actually. He said it made slightly over 200 bushels per acre. Pretty good. And I thought it would do pretty well this year. It sure looked like it was making quite a bit. So we'll see you next time. Hope you are getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know we are, and one of my favorite holidays because of all the food. But we'll see you next time. Take care.